First of all, it's so great to talk to you and meet you because I've been a fan for so many years. And I have to say, the one character that I always tried to impersonate when I watched Saturday Night Live was Pat.
Really?
Seriously. Do you want to see it?
Yeah, and because you're kind of wearing Pat glasses
Okay,
a little
see?
bit. Yeah, you gotta do the rubby thing.
Yeah, the rubby thing.
And you gotta go,
do you still get like a ton of questions about that character?
Yeah, people do. Well, it's, you know, it's been a while.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised. Well, I don't know how to tell because I'm me and people bring it up to me. And I don't know how many other people who are on SSNL, they bring up their certain characters. But
Right.
it does seem like I would have expected it to be totally forgotten by now.
No, see, because it lives on forever, right? Those shows that people watch old episodes.
Yeah,
of
that's
things,
true.
Right? So it's,
That's true.
Yeah, it's a staple. This book is fantastic, and
thank
you
you.
know, one thing I so admire about you, Julie, is that for everything that you've been through, I mean, you're just so open and so honest. And is there anything that you don't talk about, or
Oh my
is
God,
everything
so
open
many
book?
things.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
No,
Do
well,
tell.
No, it's true because you have to walk a fine line. I mean, there's certain things that really are off limits. You know what I mean? Like, but I also try to be honest and open about the funny things and the painful things.
Right.
So, yeah, there's definitely things that are off limits.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't feel like you can really take someone down. You know, like, but you can be snippy about certain people.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Are you kidding? Do you want to sell books or what? No. No, for sure. But this one is I can totally relate to it because I'm a mom. I have 2 kids. And, you know, really, this all started with a pillow.
Yeah.
Who would have thought?
Well, I like starting it with that because it showed my evolution as a mother. Like, at first I was just a daughter. I got this pillow. I thought it was stupid. Then I had a daughter,
Yeah.
and then it was like, oh, this pillow is actually quite funny.
Yes.
Then my daughter comes to me and goes, this pillow is stupid. Like, the generation, it just keeps going on.
Yeah.
So.
And so what have you learned now as a mom that you maybe took for granted about your own mom and feel kind of guilty
God.
about?
I always say that my mom, the best thing that ever happened to my mom and I, our relationship, is that I became a mom.
Yeah.
Because I have so much more empathy for how difficult it is, how underappreciated you are as a mom, and it's sort of built into the system that you never will really be that appreciated. Yeah. And it's just plain hard. I mean, it's a huge job.
Yes.
It's a huge job. I thought before I could have a career and add kids into it, and I have done that, but it is a career. I mean, it's the most demanding job, and I didn't really get that before.
Yeah, and I was, you know, when I was reading the chapter about the nannies and picking the nannies, I mean, I went through that whole thing too.
Yeah.
And that's so scary, you know, because you need to make money and do your job.
Right.
And stuff. You need to find somebody that you can so totally trust to take care of the most important thing in your life.
Right.
You know?
Or like, I always thought, because like sometimes Lisa, our nanny that we had for like 2.5 years, like sometimes I would come home and Mulan would start crying because she didn't want the nanny to leave.
Been there, done that.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
yeah.
And what I didn't realize at the time, like, that was so heartbreaking to me. Like, here, I'd gone through so much. I adopted this kid, and now I was basically financing a parent-child relationship that was happening without me being there.
Right.
But you know what? As she got older, our relationship strengthened, and that went away. And other mothers told me that happened to them, too. And
Yeah.
that you'd always be there with them. It's okay. And actually, it shows that the kid is loved and is in a loving relationship. So that's good.
Absolutely, and you have such a great support system too. You know,
Yeah.
and you find that important over the years with everything
Oh my
that you've
God.
done. You know, and
Well, I didn't realize when you get married and have kids, you should live next door to your relatives. Because first make sure you have good relatives and then get them to move in next door.
Yes.
Because I didn't understand that whole takes a village thing. Like, I thought, you have a kid and you can hire all these people, and that is what I've done. But now I really appreciate when people say, oh, I grew up when my uncle lived on the next street, or my aunt or my grandma lived over here. I think, oh, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. We're going to hear your voice in Monsters, Inc. And
Yes.
I'm really, really excited. Can you just tell me a little
Well,
bit about
Monsters
your character?
University.
I'm sorry. Monsters
The
University.
prequel.
I will. Yes, I will correct that because I don't know. I had that written too. You know, just one of those things. Mind part. But tell me a little bit about Mrs. Squibbles, this character that you are.
She's the mother of a new character that's in the movie, and he's at university, and basically they make the frat house. She turns her own house into the frat house. So she lives there, but all the students are living there at the university acting like it's a frat house. And this is embarrassing, but Mrs. Squibbles really is just me. a little heightened. So Mrs. Squibbles just talks like that, which is kind of just how I talk, but it's just a little heightened.
I look forward to it. Do you like doing voiceover stuff as opposed to, because don't you find that you have nobody to work off of? Is it more challenging, or do you enjoy that?
Well, that's not true, because usually there's a director there. Like, I've noticed over the years, I think it's changed a little, but when I do voiceover, they really are engaged. Like, they're saying the lines back, and it might not be the person you're actually talking to in the show, but it's not just like a casting director just reading the line. Like, people are really giving you something. So it is acting, actually, and I love it because you don't have to memorize lines, and it doesn't matter what you look like. And also, I think when I'm on camera, there's something that makes me still feel like try to look nice and be a lady, even though I played Pat, so that's a contradiction. But anyway, but when you do voiceover, I feel like I feel completely free with my body and my facial expressions because I know no one's seeing it, so I feel like I can put everything in my voice.
Yeah. Well, we look forward to that, and I want to congratulate you so much on this book. It's really amazing, very funny, very honest, and it's such a great book, and it's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, it's so nice to meet you.
And you should come to Toronto and do a reading, I think.
I know. I love Toronto.
Okay.
So, and such a book city, too.
It is. So
big readership.
I'll set that up. I'll talk to Gino, and we'll get you into Canada.
Good.
Okay,
yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Julie.